Colorado's governor condemns a potential crackdown on legalized marijuana by the Trump administration. Colorado is one of 8 states, along with the District of Columbia, that allows recreational marijuana. More than half of states have comprehensive medical marijuana programs. But the White House last week indicated it could step up enforcement of federal laws banning pot. Barry Petersen is at a marijuana dispensary in Denver with the industry's response. Barry, good morning.
Good morning. Well, the Obama administration made it quite clear it would not crack down on states that allowed legal recreational pot. The Trump administration is sending out quite different signals, and that's causing a nervous ripple in the marijuana industry. Colorado is making a lot of green with $1.3 billion in annual sales of legal pot. But White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer says there may be a crackdown.
Is the federal government then going to take some sort of action around this recreational marijuana in some of these states?
Well, I think that's a question for the Department of Justice. I do believe that you'll see greater enforcement of it.
He said President Trump supports marijuana for medical use. But in fact, federal law makes all pot illegal.
Those who consume that will very quickly wind up sitting on a couch.
Bruce Nassa runs True Cannabis and is chairman of the Marijuana Industry Group. When you heard Mr. Spicer's comments, was that a threat?
Well, you certainly have to assume that it is something of a threat.
He points out that marijuana is regulated and taxed from plant to pot shop. He says the industry sees tough regulations, much like that wall proposed at the border, a line of defense against the black market.
President Trump alludes to building a wall and keeping bad guys out. Well, that's precisely what we are doing in the marijuana industry.
You are the wall.
We are a virtual wall.
Between
the cartels and the black market and our society.
Austin Wiggins remembers those days and much prefers buying pot openly in a shop.
I don't have to meet somebody in an alleyway. It's safe. I don't have to worry about robbery or anything.
Widespread availability is changing attitudes. Americans once opposed legal pot, but a poll this month showed 71% do not want the government enforcing federal laws against marijuana in states that have already legalized medical or recreational marijuana.
This is new territory.
The issue is a tough one for Colorado's Governor John Hickenlooper, who opposed the state's constitutional amendment making recreational pot legal. But now that it is legal, he says he wouldn't allow state cops to join any federal crackdown.
If the Justice Department does aggressively begin to prosecute and try to enforce federal law in states like Colorado, where it's in our Constitution, I think that is a step backwards.
And as pot goes mainstream, it's creating a lot of jobs, as many as 22,000 in Colorado.
Instead of a cartel from somewhere else, some other country, we are American grown, we are American sold, and we are American consumed.
For American jobs.
For American jobs. What more can you ask for?
In Colorado, pot is sold in these child-proof containers, and it's not sold to anybody under 21. Black marketeers don't have those kinds of scruples. They will sell to anyone, including kids.
Well, that's not good. Thank you very much, Barry Petersen.